Too much fun.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Toolshed.
Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. It is a wonderful day, brand new week. We are so glad you're here. And it's another day. Hundreds of people just like you coming to the Toolshed to pick up a little something to make the day, the job, life a little easier.
A little better.
A little better.
Yeah, love it. Hey, today we're going to talk about get ready. It's our step one in our service system, and we're going to talk about get ready. And really, like, the most important part of getting ready is that meeting that you have with yourself every morning. It's the most important meeting. Other than that meeting, it would be this meeting.
It'd be this meeting here.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's right. So what is the Toolshed? If it's your first time viewing with us, watching, welcome. We're glad you're here. If you were with us last week, thanks for coming back. And the Toolshed, it's a place, all last week we talked about big principles, right? We talked about Marlin's Law, telling the truth. We talked about how champions have systems. We talked about just discovering facts and then sharing solutions. Kind of pretty much everything we learned in kindergarten, right? That's everything we needed to know. So it's Monday. So
and what do we do on Monday?
Monday, not to be confused with Mean Monday, which is when Jerry doesn't get his coffee. Sorry. All right, let's take a look at, you guys were pretty good. A bunch of you guys sent in some of your favorite memes. Some of you will have seen it. But let's go ahead. Boom, this is me. My kids could not care less about that wonderful outdoor unit I put in, and you can literally see their bodies leaving.
I just did this over the weekend. I've been in that house. I've been in that house.
So good, so good. All right. As you know, we're quite scientific. We took a poll here amongst the thousands and thousands of. Let's look at this next one. What gives people feeling of power? Money, status, being the fixer. We've got a whole episode on being the fixer.
The stopper, being the stopper.
Right now, there's someone patting themselves on the back, like, "Yep, that's me." That is so real.
That's my favorite one today.
It's a bit of a swagger. We're preparing for tomorrow's. We've got a shot of Jerry and I in the green room. Let's take a look at that one. This is us prepping for tomorrow's episode, and it is that's the same one.
That's us prepping for tomorrow's episode.
It's live TV. Well, we'll just tell you what it was. It was really funny. Well, we'll go there.
We'll do this one.
So, Jerry, we're going to be talking about the main points of our story today. But let me ask you: you ever like pull into a call and you're we're going to talk about getting ready. You got all your stuff and you look up and it's like the customer's right there,
yeah.
Or it's like Psycho 5. They're up at the curtains. Customers are waiting for you, right? And we're going to talk about all the ways we are going to get better. So let's. I believe that's called a close talker.
A close talker.
A close talker.
One of my mentors used to get out of his car and he would say, "Showtime," and then he would turn around and walk up the driveway, and then he'd go to the next house, "Showtime," and he'd turn around one time and the customer was like, right.
Hey, that's a show. That's a show. Hey, let's keep it moving. You got a hat to wear today.
I do. My friends from the Gympire were nice enough to let me wear one of their hats.
So who's
Providence, Rhode Island. Gym Heating, Plumbing, and Cooling. Super good people. Been in business 70 years.
Wonderful.
Great for their community. Just super fantastic.
The Gloria Jama Cancer Foundation doing a ton of work in their community. It's actually Patrick Calderon of the Jam team. I believe it's his birthday today. He's going to have to let us know. I don't know if he's if they're watching or whatever. But
happy birthday, Patrick.
Happy birthday. All right. Enough nice stuff. Let's talk about the getting ready. What's break it down. Give me the background, Coach Jerry.
Well, I was in the Boy Scouts.
I believe that.
And the Boy Scout motto was be prepared.
Right on.
And so we want to talk about being prepared or getting ready for the call. And so that starts in the morning with getting ready for that first call. And then it starts every call between there, before you go to that next house, getting ready for that next call. Because what happens, we get up and we think, hey, today's going to be a fantastic day. And then before we get out of the house, the dog throws up on the carpet. We get stuck in traffic. Some guy cuts us off at a red light.
Tells you you're number
and
one.
then we go to somebody's home and we don't offer them the very best version of us. And they deserve the best version of you.
You know, probably not just them. Probably the others in our life deserve the best us. I like that. They deserve the best self. So you have a saying about success.
I do.
Why don't you share that?
And so, you know, we teach a lot of people that success is an inside job.
Right on.
Success is an inside job. It's not out there. If my company gave me better calls, if my customers had better credit, if they were nicer to me, I would do better work. And really, it's up to you. Success is an inside job. And so one way you can do that is you can kind of trick your mind into believing that things are going your way. And I used to teach this to a lot of technicians, and we would say, things are going my way. And throughout the day, I would just tell myself, well, things are going my way. Like that guy cut me off at the red light, and I would say, well, things are going my way because I could have pulled out and he could have smashed me, right?
That's it. You know, it reminds me of the phrase that regardless, you find what you're looking for in life.
You do.
You know, we can probably all think through a couple of people, and some people, you know, they put their hand in the pocket, find $10, complain it wasn't 20. Some people can find $1. And it can make their day, right? And so, you know, if you go out there and you're looking for ornery, mean customers, you know, you might find it. If you're looking for happy customers that are pleased to see your best self, that's probably what you'll find, you know. And so I think it's like that old saying: you don't see the world as it is, you see it as you are. And what you're talking about is making sure that the world you're looking for and you're looking at is an inside job, right?
It's an inside job. So, it's a positive statement to yourself. It's an affirmation that things are going my way. And if you tell yourself things are going my way all day long, what you start realizing, things are going your way. And like I've had installers and technicians write it on a piece of paper. I'm not going to draw a circle again.
No circles.
But they would write things are going my way, and they'd put it up in their van, and all day long they would remind themselves that things are going my way today. And I would get that phone call later in the evening saying, hey, I had a great day today. Thanks for that. Things are going my way, Jerry.
That's what we're looking for, right? So like one of the reasons we need to do that and be ready is because we're going to talk about, we're not here for the easy calls. We're here for the difficult calls, right? And so the trouble with difficult calls is they don't often start out difficult calls. It's halfway through the call and you realize things have been pear-shaped. And now all of a sudden you're like backpedaling, whereas if you just start every call with a system and you have mentally prepared for anything that could happen on that call, you've brought your best self. When the curveball comes, guess what? Coach Jerry's got you ready for that one, right?
Hey, let's practice.
All right,
let's practice for the group.
We've had a bunch of suggestions. What was that one that somebody suggested? It was about I can find it. I can find it cheaper, or
I can buy it online.
I can buy it online. All right, let's practice.
I'll be the customer.
Okay, I'll be the tech. This is good.
This is a tough one.
All right, so
and you should hear this. You'll hear this every day almost.
Yeah. I mean,
and so we should get ready for that curveball. So here's how it goes.
So, Mr. Smith, I've grabbed the part here. Just before I get started, still good with me moving ahead?
Well, not really. Like while you were outside, I looked it up, and I can buy that part on the Internet of Things for $13.
$13, and of course, I'm charging $300, and you're.
That's a little steep. Like I don't mind you making some profit,
right?
But that seems excessive.
First off, thanks for bringing it to my attention. I understand how you feel. A lot of my customers felt that way. But what they found is once they understood everything that was involved in creating the peace of mind that we're crafting today, when they understood the sheer number of people that it took to source, find, ship, receive, make sure that that part is not only in good shape, but it's field tested, time tested, of good quality. When they understood the hours and hours of training that all of our team gets to not just install it, but to install it in such a way that you're guaranteed years of peace of mind, that they understood that perhaps that would cost more than $13. And of course, it's expensive to own a home and it's expensive to run a business. And we work hard at keeping the costs down every day. But this is the way to save the most money possible. Would you like me to go ahead and take care of it for you?
You know, I'm really thinking about doing it myself. Like I might just buy that part and put it on myself.
Sure. I hear that a lot. Let me ask you, do you know how to put it in?
No, I've never done it before.
Right.
I could watch a YouTube video.
Sure. I've been there, and through my experience and years of doing this, what we find is eventually we're back, and you know, it's better to spend a little bit more than you planned than not spend enough. I'm sure you don't want to see us again. I've got the part. I can go ahead and drop this in for you. Just need your authorization. You want me to go ahead and get started?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Probably right. Thanks. I appreciate you sharing all that with me.
Yeah.
But that's the gist of it. Now, that's a real one, right?
That's a good one. That's a good curveball, and we should be prepared for that one.
You even threw the second part of like, oh, I'm going to do it myself. Your YouTube. I got you. But here's the deal. That's real, and the customer has every right to want the best return on their investment. I forget who it was. Oh, it was Rodney Coop. I saw him write once that it's always about price until you make about something else. And if it's just about price, our customers do deserve to find the cheapest price, right? So I appreciate you bringing that one up because that's real. But that's the kind of curveball that if you anticipate, you probably want to practice a few of those, have that in your hip. That was called a feel, felt, found, and that's old. That's older than you, Jerry.
I love feel, felt, found.
It's 3 F's, and basically it's understand how you feel. A lot of people felt that way, and what they found was blank. And so it's an affirmation that what you said is real and that it's perfectly rational. But let me fill in some of that asymmetric information we were talking about. Let me fill in the things that you're probably not considering. And it's a very nurturing way to bring that, to close that information gap. And so keep that, like that's one of those things you would keep in your pocket. Feel, felt, found, right? So, you know, the day I learned that we had to keep ready for the curveballs, it was my first call. I'd been doing ride-alongs as a technician, and I'd been out there, and you know, the last couple of weeks of a ride-along. Yeah, it's like I'm ready. Put me in there, coach.
The other guy was doing all the work, right?
Put me in there, coach. And to this day, this was an important day for me, actually. All joking aside. So I get there. It's a first call in the morning, and what we found it was a capacitor, easy peasy. My mentor had shown me how to do that. So I come upstairs and I present just like I've been trained. Hey, Mrs. Smith, this is what I found. One of these 5 prices. Here's your price. How would you like to move forward? And the ladies just started crying. And she, I mean, like real crying. And here, what we came to find out was her husband had just passed away, and he had prepaid 10 years of maintenance because he didn't want his beloved to have to deal with that, but clearly hadn't thought through things like repairs. And it was that day when I was alone with a customer, and she was bawling, and she was explaining this, that I realized we meet customers exactly where they are. And most of the time what happens in a call, it's more about them. We meet them. It's incredibly intimate and
it's their
personal
castle.
thing.
We're in their castle.
We're in their castle. And you know, most of what we experience in a call has nothing really to do with us. That's why when we prepare, we get ready and we have a good system. Those curveballs that come up just through people living their life every day. And you know, it's not their fault. Their heating and air conditioning or plumbing system probably isn't the center of their universe like it is for some of us. And that's okay. But when we prepare for that and we have that right mindset to run a great call so we can bring our best self, our prepared self, our trained self, man, that's when things go your way.
Things are going my way. The question is, what happened with the call?
Oh yeah, we got her taken care of, and actually we had her set up for a couple more years. That's the day I realized that there's as much to learn about people as there was about systems. And that's when I started to get it. But why don't we turn that into a task for the day? Why don't you tell us what the task for the day is?
Really, hey, go out there today and be ready for that curveball. Be ready for that call. Between calls today, take a minute and prepare mentally for that call so that you're the best self.
I love it, like a golf pro, visualizing that good shot, right?
Absolutely.
Well, that's it. Hey, Eddie and Jerry here for the Toolshed. Thanks to our good friends at Schedule Engine and our good friends at Emerson for sponsoring this episode. We're so glad you're here, and join us tomorrow. Another step in the system. Hundreds of people just like you looking to get a little bit better in life and in work every day. Jerry, as you say,
be good out there so you can do good and it's to do good in the community.
Love it. Like maybe we can all be a little like the Jams today, right?
Hey,
All right. Thanks for visiting.
thanks. See you guys.